Good morning, good morning, good morning, fellow fishermen. Team Perfect Cuts, we at it again, y'all. Getting up early this morning. It's about 6:30 a.m. About to hit West Point Lake, man, and try to make some things happen, man. Y'all stay tuned and check us out, man. We headed to the lake, y'all. Well, just to give you a little update, man, we've been having a lot of rain here in LaGrange, Georgia, for the last couple of days. I mean, heavy rain. This morning we still got a good overcast, real cloudy, you know what I mean, kind of spotty, man. Still a little bit of drizzling rain here and there, but we still gonna try this thing out and see how it comes out today. It's about 66 degrees outside this morning, 66 degrees outside, so we're gonna check the water temperature on the water once we get out there and try to kind of come up with a good pattern to kind of balance things out for this morning. We're only going to stay on the water till around about 11:30 today. I got a little business I got to take care of a little later on this evening, so I'm going to stay on till about 11:30, man, to see how many big ones we can get in the boat, man. So y'all stay tuned, man. I'm going to be on the boat by myself this morning, so I'm going to kind of go over some things and my methods of kind of breaking down the lake on mornings like this. So I'll be going over those things, telling you the baits that I'm throwing. I'll let you know some of the areas, but not all the areas, man. So y'all just stay tuned and check us out, man. Team Perfect Cut, we are at it again. We on the water, West Point Lake Live. West Point Lake Live. Let's get it in, Team Perfect Cuts. First one in the boat, he swallowed that swim bait, man. The first one in the boat. We finna light this thing up, boy. We started off this morning fishing these rip-rop banks, man, and got a couple of bites coming down the first time, so I'm going down. I was actually throwing a swim bait the first time I came down the bank, so I'm gonna go back up and throw a Texas rig and see if I can slow down a little bit and produce a couple of bites in this area. Just to update, man, we having a beautiful day out on the water. Been catching a couple small ones, man. Nothing really to brag about. So what I'm gonna do, man, I'm gonna move on up towards the north end of the lake and see if we can get some better bites, some bigger and some better bites, man. So y'all just stay tuned. We've been throwing today a little bit of Texas rig, and I just switched up to the shaky head a little bit just to see if I can get some bites. But got a couple of rods up there that I want to throw, man, and to try to get some biggers in the boat. So y'all just stay tuned. As I stated before, we've had a kind of a challenging day today. We had a lot of rain in the area. It's been raining in this area for the last couple of days, so the water level is up kind of high. So what I really had to do is ease up river so that I can get a little bit of more clear water, somewhere where the current is pulling some of that muddier water out. It was super muddy on the south end there, so we moved up on the north end and tried to produce a couple of bites. We caught a couple of smaller ones, but nothing really to just brag about at this moment. So just want to give you an update of kind of what's going on. In just a second, we're going to go over some of these baits, man. A couple of key baits for this time of year, summer bass, and a couple of tips for just West Point Lake. So y'all stay tuned, man. I'll drop those gems on y'all real shortly. Got another one. Get him in the boat, Q. Get him in the boat, Q. Ain't nothing major, just a little baby. A baby largemouth. Also, you guys, I don't know if you guys can see, but we have all types of little bugs that are running the surface of the water this morning. And as you can see, those bass are coming up, they're hitting those bugs. So, you know, we almost had a full moon phase last night. So I know that they probably ate these bugs all night. So that's probably turning the bite off just a little bit, especially the top water bite. But I still see them schooling up and just kind of hitting on the surface. So we're going to switch up and try to throw a little top water. But you can actually hear them all behind me there. I don't know if you can see them. They just wearing the top side of the water out, but they're just really those smaller spotted bass. No quality bite. I caught a few of them, but they're not even big as your hand. So y'all just stay tuned for a little bit more action. Well, y'all, we caught them today on a shaky head with a robo worm on it. This is the package, so you guys will know exactly what I was throwing with the chartreuse tail on it. That worm does really well because it has a lot of salt in it, so it does pretty good when it's floating. Also, we caught him on a wacky rig, Yamamoto Cinco. You know, that's the kind of go-to bait during this time of year, especially when you throw it into laydowns and structure. Throw it on a wacky rig. Then also the old famous Texas rig with a curly tail worm on it. Throw it in the smaller size today. The smaller size seemed like it brought them in today, so we throw them on that as well. Also, for those of you that don't know, it's 4th of July weekend in West Point. That's the end of that one, man. I already went over the baits and everything, man. Y'all stay tuned for next Saturday, man. I don't know which direction we're going in, where we're gonna fish, but I was out by myself today alone. Everybody had a couple things to do today, but I still had a chance to practice. Always remember, if you want to get better at bass fishing, you gotta stay on the water. If you don't stay on the water, your technique will never get any better. So the more you stay on the water, the more you practice. Practice makes, not perfection, but it makes you better. Stay tuned.